Hey guys, it's Logan. I'm here for the final speech of the semester. For this speech, I've chosen the topic of why college basketball players should have to stay in college 2 years before entering the NBA draft. I'm going to give you a little background about me. I played college basketball for a little bit, played against guys who went for 2 years. Got some sources from some experts who talked about this topic, and to get some really good information about it, I'll share that with you and just kind of conclude it up. First of all, a little bit about me. Out of high school, I went and played my freshman year of college at a JUCO in Harrison. A little bit before that, actually. In high school, I played AAU basketball, which is like traveling basketball all over the country. I played Bradley Beal. He played at Florida. He went 1 year, and now he plays, I don't know who he plays for. He's in the NBA. Played a couple other guys. Mike Kabongo, he went to Texas, and he's overseas after 1 year. I mean, all these guys, played against them, seen them. They went 1 year and left, and some of them made them, some of them didn't. Some of them made it, and some of them didn't. But for me, I played 1 year, shattered my hand, came back, didn't really get to play anymore, so just going to school now. First source I got, it's from BleacherReport.com. It's Adam Silver. A little bit of what he said about the whole situation. He believes that the NBA isn't a young man's game. He thinks that the age of 18 or 19, a player has not developed enough in order to be in the NBA. He thinks that these players should have to at least stay 2 years in order to mature, get older, develop their skills better. Another thing Adam Silver said, he said that, leaving in 1 year, a player never develops the opportunity to lead. He's there for a year, he plays with these guys for 1 year, he never has a chance to lead a team, do something multiple years, and that's what, that's kind of what the NBA is about. They need leaders, and they need these young guys to come in, especially these not so good teams that can lead and develop the team for, 5 or 6 years at a time. Also, he believes that these young players are just in it for the early money. I know for me, if I was 18 or 19, I had a chance to go make $10 or $15 million in a year, I probably would do it too. But in the end, you've been in school for a year, you don't really know any money management, you don't know how to manage your money. That's why you see these guys go buy, Ferraris and Lamborghinis and big houses and all this other stuff at the age of 19, come 35 or 40 when they're retired, they have no money left. So he thinks that has to do with just, immaturity, not being mature, not developing, realizing, what you have. Next source I have, it's from SBNation.com. It's an article on John Calipari. John Calipari, he's the Kentucky Wildcats coach. It's kind of funny, the type of players he recruits like the one-and-done guys. He has guys who come for a year and leave to the NBA, and he's done it his whole career. But on the flip side of that, he actually really does believe that players should have stayed for 2 years. Kind of, contradicts himself, but hey. He thinks that he kind of went back to the money situation, how these players, come and see millions of dollars. And he gets it, but then, from a family aspect, that's the only reason he agrees with it. You have these younger players who come from a bad background, basketball's a release, the parents don't have a whole lot of money, the families don't have a lot of money. He gets that. But then again, if they made it this far, why can't he stay 1 more year, 2 more years of college, develop more skills, and, better his goals and money management to better his family in the long run. Also, he also talked about developing not only on the court, but on and off the court as well. Becoming more of a man with these players, and back to the money management. He said that's another big thing. He said that's a big thing for him. Realize, what these players are going to do, where they put their money, invest their money, different stuff like this. He said, another thing Calipari said, and none of the other guys said, for players to stay more than 1 year, it's more appealing to the casual fans of a college basketball team. These players will just stick around for more than a year. These fans can, recognize these players instead of seeing new faces every single year. He said it just attracts more business. These fans can actually have a guy they like for, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, who knows. But, on a year-to-year basis, you have new faces. I mean, I can see as a fan, for me, a new guy comes along, who's he? Just, especially for your casual fans who don't keep up with everything. Also, from the college basketball aspect, he said something about roster stability, and you have these new players in and out constantly. You always have high school transfers. I know for the Kentucky Wildcats, they have no roster stability. They're gone, in and out in a year or two. He said for coaches, it can be hard because you don't have these players that you can rely on a day-to-day, game-to-game, year-to-year basis. You always have someone new. The last source I have is from ESPNGO.com. It's from David Stern. He's the commissioner. He believes that a player should have to be in college basketball for at least 2 years before they can even be mocked up for the draft. He said it might even be 3 years for him before they can be entered into the draft. Some reason he thinks this, he thinks that general managers for these teams just see potential in these young kids, and they see 1 year of a good year, and then they want them, and that's why you have players come to the league for 1 year and they bust and they lose $20 million, and it puts the whole team in financial stability or instability. They just lost a ton of money. This player's a bust. He's terrible. He matured. He's not what he's supposed to be. David Stern really talked about the general manager aspect for recruiting these people and how it should be, almost 3 years, because at this age, they'd be 20, 21 years old. They've matured, their body matured, their skills have developed, and the GMs can actually see now what kind of player they are, what kind of player they need in order to lead their team. Another thing with these general managers, kind of said it a little bit before, some of these general managers, especially on the lower end teams, they're recruiting these guys hoping that they come for 1 year and turn their entire team around in a season. And that's not really how it works. You spend this money and they don't do it, now you're in a bust, you're stuck with this guy. That's all I have on that. Just to sum it all up, this is kind of a little personal topic. We got to pick whatever we want to talk about. I love basketball. It's still a big part of my life. I watch it, as much as I can, research it, look it up. But I just want to share a little bit of information how I felt on this topic. I know my mom personally, she was a very good basketball player, and she feels that, her opinion is the same as mine. We've talked about it back and forth. So I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you.
Good.